Welcome back to the Crooked River and Eastern Railroad. Hey guys, I'm going to start a new project today. It's going to be my town of Deshler. So these double mains are going to be in concrete. It's going to be a street running scene. I'm going to be covering this whole area with masonite, and I'll show you how I do that. And I've already cut the pieces, so that'll make it a little easier, or quicker, I should say. But so yeah, let me pause the camera and I'll show you what I'm doing. So what I do is I'm going to use masonite. Let me swing the camera over here to my concrete facility, and I'll show you what the plan is, what I'm going to do here. So stand by. Okay, so this is all done in masonite here as well. Now, in between the tracks, you can see that, is drywall mud. So I get the masonite as close as I can, and then I will still use drywall mud in between the tracks and to fill in any other divots or anything like that where I didn't get the masonite completely cut perfect. So let me pause the camera again. I'll get it reset up. Okay, now I give you a little bit of a background as to what it's going to look like. First area I'm going to lay down is quite a large piece. So I cut this out of a 4x8 sheet, measured it out, kind of tried to get it as perfect as I could. Bring it back here. Now granted, I'll have to do some filling in of things as well. Against the wall there. Come on, let's get in there. There we go. So you could see that there's a slight gap along the rail, which is fine. Once that's glued down, it's going to be perfectly even. And then down at this end, we've got a little small piece here. Fill that in. And then for this side of the tracks, which also fills in that little gap you saw over here from where the fascia was out from the bench work. So you got that. And then I was able to cut a skinny piece down the middle here. And I've already tested the trains to make sure that this is all fine. They don't hit any of it. So there you go. Now once it's all glued down, it'll be all nice and completely flush. Once the glue dries, I'm just going to use liquid nails for projects. It should be fine. Glue all this down, set some weights on it, and let it dry. So, okay, stand by, and when I get to the next part, I'll come back. Okay, well, I ran out of weights. I ended up even using a bag of cat food. It's a full bag. But, so yeah, it's all covered up. We'll give that, 24 hours or so to dry. And that'll be that. And we'll come back in and see what we got. So, talk to you in a little bit. Okay, guys, so while I'm waiting for the glue and everything to dry on this upper level, like I showed you earlier, I was working on this. So the background storefronts, this was a lot harder than it looks. It came out pretty good. I'm waiting for it to completely dry. I used foam core board, and this was it was bought from, oh geez, I can't remember who it was. It was an eBay seller that was selling these flats. It was on poster paper. You roll it out, you cut it out. I use spray adhesive to put it on. Should have videoed it, but it was enough work just to get it without ruining it completely. So, but that's going to go up here against that back wall. So when you're looking down the aisles or the streets from here, and you're going to look back at that wall, depending what angle I go with, and it's going to be a street along the back of the town. So there you go. Not bad. So I was trying to get something else accomplished since I'm waiting on glue to dry, which is very annoying, but what are you going to do? So when I get more done, I'll be back. Okay, there's coat number 1. Did my seams that I had between the two sections of board. Came down through and here to the end. So I'll take this truck here and I'm going to let this set up a little bit, and I'm going to roll that through. I will come back and show you that. Okay. Just keep going back and forth with that. Okay. So I got the lines cut in there all the way down through. Keep in mind I'll have to come through and sand, do another coat, let it dry again a little bit, and then put the lines back in. I'll probably also have to take an X-Acto or something and get right along in the edge there, just to make sure that, you know, everything is moving good and gets good connection and everything like that, electrical connection and stuff. But for now, I have to let this dry, and then I will be back once it is. Okay, I'm back here. This is the second coat. I just put it down. So, making some progress. Got a fan on it. It's an old dusty fan. I also, while the first coat was drying, I added this little piece of backdrop in. That was just open, if you remember before. It was like a 20 inches by 16. So I had to mud the corner where I joined the two sides together. And then that's drying. And then when you come down the stairs there, where you first come in the room, I put a back on it here. So when you first come in, you'll see that. So maybe I can put a picture or something there, you know. Okay, I'll be back when I have more. Okay, got a little bit of cleanup to do. Second coat is in. I think it's going to be good. I got my grooves cut in the rails. Let's see if I can get these locomotives to run over this. See what we get here. Pretty smooth. I'm not seeing any flickering of lights or anything. These do have keep alives in them, but still, it's a long stretch. Yeah, it's pretty good on that one. Go ahead and test the other lane here. Let me readjust these locomotives, and we'll go through that. Okay, here's the other main. Sorry for the shaky cam. Okay, success. All right, wipe this all down, paint it up with a base gray color. Okay, so there's the gray down. It's just a base coat of gray. just to cover it all, because it's mostly going to be concrete in there. It's going to be a city, town. So that's that. I'm going to let that dry. And I can start laying out the buildings where I want them. That's why I know where I want the streets to be. And, not too bad. So I got the fan on this and help it dry, and I'll come back later and we'll keep going. Okay, so I think I have everything pretty much set the way I want it. So far I think this will work. Not sure about the donut shop and that down there. I'm still trying to decide on that. Everything's kind of a mess, but so I'm gonna start marking out lines for where I want the exact part of the road to be, and I will get the exact alignment of the buildings, and I'm going to actually paint the road color down, and I can start doing some striping in that, and you know, we'll kind of continue on from there. Okay, I'm back. So I have the roads painted. I think that's the color I'm going to go with. I'm pretty happy with that. Going into the back there, going there. Everything's all stacked up right now, obviously. Painted some clouds on the backdrop. Not too great of a job, but you know, it's temporary till I get an actual backdrop. And there's going to be the road in the back there. And these roads are kind of sloppy right now because, you know, the buildings are going to come up, the sidewalks will come in. I also painted some very faint clouds on this backdrop. I did a better job down here, I think, than I did up top, but that's okay. Again, it's only going to be temporary, because at some point I will put in a new backdrop, you know, something more like what I have on this side of the layout. So, okay, I'll be back when I get more done. Okay, guys, so this is basically going to be it for now. As far as this video goes, I do have more lines to do, some more striping in that. That's going to be the road out of town. I think that's going to be a park there. I'm going to do maybe a Railfan park. We'll see. But yeah, it's going to be a long video. I mean, I'll make more updates as I go. I have to add sidewalks and everything. You know, making progress. So this will come out and across, you know, here. So it'll be one way in, one way out. So, you know, the trains or the cars can drive on the train tracks. Put the white line there to just kind of make sure that, you know, cars don't go over that if you're going to be stopped or driving, if a train's coming by. But for now, I'm going to call this done. Obviously, I'm not going to get it all done, you know, this quickly. There's a lot of details, a lot of things to do. So I do appreciate everybody watching. And oh, before I go, I did the striping with this tape, very fine, almost like a pinstripe tape. This is, I can't think of what it's called, but you use it like on whiteboards and stuff. You can do to mark out, you know, lines. And you have yellow here. What I bought it for originally was when I was making my pipe loads. I was using it as the black one is banding on the pipe loads. So I have a bunch of it left, and I figured, why not? We'll use that, nice and cheap. I got that on, I believe, Amazon or something. If I can find the link, I'll throw it in the end here. What it's called, I can't think of the name of it, but it's good stuff. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Consider becoming a member of the channel. There's a website also in the link for my merchandise store if you're interested in any kind of Crooked River and Eastern merchandise. So, again, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye for now.